I wanna be the best, defeat the best. Just know a nigga starving, I'ma eat the rest, eat them fresh. The arc begins with a small flashback detailing Boo dying at the hands of the spirit bomb. The world was basically at peace and everyone has their own lives. Goku is working in the field as a farmer for a giant market in a big city close by, and he will bring Goten along. Chi-Chi will be at the house doing wife duties. Gohan has settled down with Videl and is in the final stages of becoming a scholar. Vegeta is training with Trunks to get him stronger for any new possible threats. Piccolo is at the lookout with Dende and Mr. Popo meditating peacefully. Every human except Tien and Chaozu are shown to be relaxing and not training, and Chaozu is basically watching Tien train. However, on a distant planet now not in their own physical time and space rest the gods of destruction, Beerus, and with Whis watching over events on Earth. He just finds it amazing that mere mortals defeated both Frieza and Majin Buu. Meanwhile, Goku finishes up his workday and tells Chi-Chi he's going to train in peace at King Kai's planet. He teleports there immediately, and after a short dialogue with King Kai, he begins to train. Back on Beerus' planet, Beerus finally wakes up and blows one of their suns up by yawning accidentally. He's still half asleep, so Whis does a time skip and knocks Beerus out before he has a chance to do it a second time. Whis' time skip is basically he can go back 3 minutes into the past in the blink of an eye. Beerus wakes up and asks Whis has anything of importance happened. Whis is very passive, so Beerus says, well, guess I'll go kill that bastard Frieza since Boo isn't awake to do the deed. Whis informs Beerus that Frieza died years ago. Beerus asks him how long has he been asleep, and Whis gives him an angel time, 58 watts. Beerus is amazed, but is even more amazed to find out Frieza lost to a Saiyan. Could he be a legendary Super Saiyan? Beerus then says he will find Boo and destroy him before he wakes up. He orders Whis to track down his unique signature. Whis says that Boo recently died to the same exact Saiyan that beat Frieza. Beerus said it's impossible for any mortal to beat Boo. Could he be a Saiyan god? He asks Whis where he is and if he's still alive. Whis tells him he lives on Earth, but he's with the North Kai of Universe 7. Beerus and Whis teleport there immediately, but it'll take at least a half hour to reach the planet. King Kai senses the god of destruction moving quickly towards them and is instantly struck by fear. He warns Goku to be on his best behavior with dealing with Beerus because he is very powerful and has a short temper. Goku takes heed to this, and within minutes, Beerus appears on the planet. Goku is shocked to see a pale man and what looks to be a tall rabbit standing in front of him. He can't sense neither their energy, but he assumes that they are extremely powerful by their demeanor. Beerus asks King Kai why he's with Goku. King Kai tells him that Goku is a student of his and has saved his planet as well as the entire universe from various threats. Beerus teleports behind Goku and Goku looks very afraid but excited. Beerus inspects Goku and says there is no way he could have defeated Frieza, let alone Boo, with this level of power. He challenges Goku to go to max power. Goku goes Super Saiyan 3 and gives it everything he's got against Beerus, but Beerus knocks Goku out with ease. Beerus looks disappointed. Come on, Whis. And Whis states that there are more Saiyans with power greater or as great as Goku on Earth as they speak. Beerus says, let's visit Earth then, and they leave without saying a word to King Kai. King Kai goes to check on Goku, and Goku is coughing up blood and is amazed at how powerful Beerus was. He said he didn't even power up at all. It hit him harder than Kid Buu did. In fact, he's so strong that not even Vegito could handle him. King Kai said he warned Goku, and now he's on his way to Earth, talking about finding a Saiyan god. Goku tries to teleport there with instant transmission, but he collapses. He needs to rest. On Earth, everybody is still living peacefully. It's Bulma's birthday and everybody that matters is on their way to Capsule Corporation to celebrate. King Kai telepathically reaches Vegeta while Vegeta is resting and warns him that Beerus is on his way to Earth. Vegeta immediately remembers the name Beerus and understands the circumstances. Beerus appears on Earth before Vegeta can warn anybody. Beerus happens to see Bulma first with a platter in her hand. He approaches her with greed in his eyes and speaks with her. Bulma thinks he's a regular guy and treats him as such, but Beerus goes along with it through comic relief. Vegeta comes around the corner and sees Beerus standing next to Bulma and just straight up panics. He teleports over and bows at his feet. Bulma is confused and Vegeta lets her know who Beerus is. Bulma changes her tone and offers the platter she was being stingy with, and Beerus and Whis accepts. At this point, everybody has arrived at the party. Piccolo is the only person there that can tell Beerus is more important than the Z Fighters are giving him credit for. Piccolo approaches Vegeta since it's his house and asks him about Beerus and Whis. Vegeta informs him of the matter and Piccolo is overcome with shock and fear. Meanwhile, Boo is eating a lot of the food at the gathering and he snatches a cupcake out of Beerus' hand and eats it. Beerus gets upset, but Vegeta hurries and gives him another cupcake and smacks Boo very hard, very quickly, knocking him unconscious. Beerus calms down and enjoys his cupcake while Whis laughs and states that the earth was nearly gone just now. The festivities continue and Tien walks up to Piccolo and asks him why Vegeta is acting so strange. Piccolo takes Tien in private and explains the situation. Tien is in shock and says he won't do anything to disrupt the behavior. Meanwhile, Boo wakes up and charges Beerus in a fury since he thought Beerus knocked him out. Beerus easily handles Boo and becomes very angry that he would strike him and Hakai's Boo right on the spot. Beerus made it clear that Boo doesn't exist anymore and hasn't gone to the afterlife. On King Kai's planet, Goku finally gets up enough strength for an instant transmission. He hurries to Earth in a shock to see Vegeta posing on stage. Goku yells, "Hey Vegeta!" And Vegeta looks embarrassed and teleports over to him. Vegeta explains that Beerus nearly destroyed the Earth and he Hakai Boo. Goku is shocked. Beerus sees Goku and walks over slowly, saying that he's bored. He says he wants to see a Saiyan God and Goku obviously isn't that. Now he wants to destroy Earth over his disappointment. Goku says they never heard the term before and only heard of Super Saiyan. Beerus says too bad and allows his God Ki to become visible. Everybody says they feel extreme pressure but can't sense how strong he truly is since it's like a bottomless well. Goku begs Beerus to give them 1 hour to figure it out and they will bring him Goku begs Beerus to give them 1 hour to figure it out and he will bring them a Super Saiyan God. Beerus is impatient and Whis persuades him, stating that these are the most powerful mortals in Universe 7. Goku asks what Universe 7 is and Beerus yells that if he doesn't see a Super Saiyan God, Earth won't have to worry about a Universe 7. Goku asks in shock Bulma if she still has the Dragon Balls gathered. She says yes and he urges her to get them, but Trunks beats them to the punch. Goku summons Shenron and asks him about Super Saiyan God and how to achieve it. Shenron states that the Super Saiyan God was trained by Whis himself and he's forbidden to tell how it's achieved. Everybody looks at Whis. Whis laughs and states that he just wants to get Beerus out of bed since he would have went to sleep without destroying planets. Beerus angrily asks Whis how he can fight a Super Saiyan God and Whis says he has to train them personally in his own room of spirit and time. But the last Saiyan was stronger than Majin Buu naturally in his base form. He states that base Goku and Vegeta would barely beat the one they call Cell at his max power before he self-destructed. Beerus says, well, guess I have to destroy Earth. Goku says, wait Beerus, maybe if we fuse we can get you a challenge, even though in the back of his mind he know it wouldn't happen. Wait Dad. Gohan steps up and powers up the max and mixed it. Try me Beerus. I know you're strong, but please allow me to test myself against you, sir. Beerus states that this isn't even Super Saiyan, yet he is more powerful than Buu. He accepts the challenge. Gohan hits Beerus as hard as he can. Beerus doesn't flinch. Gohan fires his full power Kamehameha and Beerus reflects it back without touching it. He teleports up to Gohan and smacks him in the back of the head, knocking him unconscious. The fight lasted 30 seconds. Beerus is impressed with Gohan's strength even though he defeated him easily. Beerus turns to Goku and Vegeta and tells them to fuse and to be erased. Gogeta is born and Beerus notices that they're more powerful than Gohan. He laughs at them and says they stand no chance in to come at him. Gogeta uses his Starbreaker move on Beerus and Beerus instantly dispels it. Gogeta tries to hit Beerus and Beerus is laughing while dodging. Whis says Lord Beerus is having fun. He hasn't genuinely smiled in ages. My bad. Gogeta gets in one punch that moves Beerus' head and he says that's enough and hits them so hard they defuse. Goku and Vegeta are unconscious. Beerus threatens to blow up the planet since he couldn't find a Super Saiyan God. Goten asks Trunks to fuse and Trunks declines because he's terrified. Whis says even though these young men aren't as strong as the original Super Saiyan God, they can get much stronger. Beerus says, Whis, I'm the destroyer. They're weaklings. I am going to wipe out the planet. Whis steps to the side. Before Beerus can charge up a beam, Bulma runs over with a platter for most delicious food. Wait! Try this food, please. I made it for special guests. Beerus calms down and tries the food. Whis tries it as well. The remaining Z warriors are at a standstill. None of them had the power to stop Beerus. Beerus liked the food and so does Whis. Whis persuades Beerus to leave the planet as is for the food. Beerus resists, but Whis insists that he spares the planet since he wants to train Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan. He revives them and lets them know what's happening, and if one of them refuses, then Earth will be destroyed. Gohan says goodbye to Videl. Vegeta says goodbye to Bulma, and Goku just leaves. Before they leave, Piccolo is feeling like he got left in the dust and enters the time chamber for 3 days. He comes out at Fat Boo level. On Whis' planet, the three Saiyans are going through intense mental, physical, and ki training. They are always exhausted. They are forced to spar with each other at max power without an aura. Whis says that when the aura spills out, so does their ki and it's a waste. However, in dire battles, this will be an advantage since no one will feel your full power until it's too late. He walks them into his own personal room of spirit and time. It's similar to Earth, except 50 times normal gravity with low atmosphere, so there's only dense air in certain areas. They have to use their ki to survive while fighting in the time limit. Whis says this is a test of whether they are strong enough for God Ki. Goku, Gohan, and Vegeta all spar with each other, and after several months, Whis finally teaches them God Ki. Gohan's eyes turn yellow and more animalistic, but he still looks mystic. Goku and Vegeta's hair turns red and blue respectively, with Goku's hair turning red, but still spiky, and Vegeta's hair turning blue, but still spiky. However, they have an issue. Frieza has been resurrected and is back on Earth. They all want to fight him, but Whis says that everything is okay. There's a warrior there strong enough to handle it. They have no idea who it is since Frieza is running the power of Super Saiyan 2 Team Gohan, and no one on Earth, to their knowledge, is that powerful. Whis allows them to watch Earth telepathically. They're shocked to see Piccolo alone. Piccolo meets Frieza. Frieza recognizes him immediately and calls him a weakling. Piccolo asks how he came back, and Frieza says he was wished back after his henchmen destroyed every Namek on New Namek. He sends Togoma at him. Piccolo is surprised that his henchman is as powerful as he is. He beats Togoma easily after getting a little serious and kills him. Frieza then sends all his henchmen at Piccolo, and Piccolo one-shots all of them and smiles at Frieza. Frieza comes down from his hover car and tries to hit Piccolo in his first form. Piccolo allows it and throws Frieza into a mountain. Gohan is watching Piccolo and is amazed at how Piccolo is handling things. Wow, Piccolo has really gotten strong. Goku says he is in shock since he's a second Vegeta. Vegeta rolls his eyes and they all continue to watch. Back on Earth, Frieza is pissed. He says Piccolo can never handle his final form. Piccolo claims that he will never win no matter what form he's in. Frieza goes to his final form and a fight similar to Super Saiyan Goku and Frieza occurs. Frieza attempts to destroy the planet and Piccolo gut punches him and fires a special beam cannon through him simultaneously. He kills Frieza. Then he fires a million ki blasts on Frieza's corpse, yelling, "You killed my people! You won't ever come back!" in Nail's voice. Gohan is proud of Piccolo and so is Goku. Vegeta isn't impressed at all. He wanted to kill Frieza. The three Saiyans continue to train. Piccolo meditates since Tien wanted to enter the time chamber to train himself. He comes out after 5 days at first form Cell level before Cell absorbed a lot of humans. Krillin decides he doesn't want to train. Yamcha is already rich from professional baseball in the fielder and considered himself weak anyway. Chaozu gave up seriously fighting a long time ago, and this is how the arc ends.